A full house expected here tonight, over 70,000, and the fans still filing into Mercedes-Benz Stadium just west of downtown Atlanta. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Atlanta Falcons.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen. His throw incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Here's the punter Martin out to kick it away.
Here's Williams to return. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return.
And it will be Falcon football.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he wisely will throw that one away.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
We know that he can get 1st downs with his arm and his legs, Charles, and there when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the 1st.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. This third down just got even more difficult. Third down and 15 after the false start. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
Back deep, Nyheim Hines.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Allen going to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw, it's Allen.
Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen got his man complete over the middle. That's Hines.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure. More.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. First down, and they'll start with Algier.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he is going to have a Falcons first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Now a throw here to his running back. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
And complete to Drake London. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll give it to Patterson.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello to big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. So after the INT, it's Allen. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Now Allen off the bootleg.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And they'll run the option on third and short yardage.
Allen hit. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
2nd and 5.
Got a man, it's London. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Give to Patterson, running to the right. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, the hit sure looks like a simple route, but I think the issue with it is a lot of time when you're making that play, you're actually working your way back inside towards traffic where the big guys are coming from inside out, whether it's defensive ends or linebackers. And a lot of the time, instead of securing the pass, your eyes might stray towards the middle and wonder where the big hit's going to come from.
Going up top for Miller. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
On first down, Allen on the move to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Allen going to keep it again.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
It's brought in by Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Allen. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Calais Campbell. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Morris. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. He gets it complete to Harris.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
First down now, but that clock rolling. To the air, Allen. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Again, they'll throw with Allen.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Allen going to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Allen to throw once more. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. As the first half is winding down. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. We don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really gotten out of the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. And who knows? The way their defense is played, that touchdown might even hold up until the end.
It's showtime, baby. Let's do it. Guys, get it on right now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, y'all. You know what we need, baby. Let's ride out. Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Let's go. Let's ride, dog. Give me some. Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
They'll set up to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Shifts by him. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing to start the drive. Allen gets this one to Morris. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Allen going to try and throw on third down. And Diggs has it.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that third down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Harris running straight ahead. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
This is Hines. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a pickup of 6.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Throwing on first down is Allen.
Shakir hauls it in.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
If you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally, and as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space, so you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Khalil Shakir from 6 yards away. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Come on, let's dominate this. Let's smart, baby. Let's be smart. Let's play ball. They can't stop us. Let's have some fun. Get some ball. Let's rock and roll, baby. Let us dictate. You ready to run? Let's go do this thing, baby. Let's rock. Gotta have it, baby. Gotta have it. Ride together, baby. Ride together. All right, guys. All right.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Falcons ready to take over. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Patterson running between the tackles. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Kaiir Elam makes a pick. And the Bills are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. They begin the drive with Hines. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Allen now looks to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And again, it's Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, and this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Let's game time! Oh, ain't that something? Let's go, y'all! Make a play ball. It's one play at a time. Let's rock and roll. Come on. Nothing's free. They gotta walk that walk, baby. Let's focus in on what we gotta do here. Let's get some love. Let's go, baby.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Open man there is Patterson, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception.
And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So out come the Falcons now.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They hand this off to Harris, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 13. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Got his man. It's London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. They go play action here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up.
Well, one team clearly was in control from the start in this one, Charles. They had things humming on the offensive end, a few passing touchdowns, and then their secondary on defense really helped to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they certainly did, Brandon, and let's face it, it may be cliche, but that secondary, they brought their no-fly zone signs to this one, didn't they? Shut down everything in the airways, and conversely, their own offense had its way through the air. They made sure their passing game was humming.